Yo, good evening, everyone from the USA, all over the world, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka Lonely Nomad, aka the Gregonator, aka the Unstoppable Independent Podcaster, host with the most, YouTuber, and rookie podcaster, Queens, New York. And you are now listening and rocking with the 110th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. And yes, we do have a great show for you today. And I want to address something actually. I know everybody is wondering. Today's weather forecast was just basically a little bit surprising, actually. And I'm really hoping that everybody's not out there during the snowmageddon, which is like between 16 to about 18 inches. And what I mean by snowmageddon, folks, it's about the nor'easter. The last time we had a nor'easter in New York, it was just nonstop crazy. But this one in particular, um, may have basically made some stores, including my job, basically closed because of the amounts of snow. And I feel for people, and I'm glad I'm not out there because it's like like it's crazy, man. I never would have thought that I was actually gonna be, home today. But it is what it is, man. I wanted to make up for last Saturday that I didn't record. So here I am giving it to you guys right now. So, and speaking of giving it to you guys, if you guys are new listeners and YouTubers who are watching on the YouTube and miss any previous episodes whatsoever, don't worry, I got your back. All you need to do is go subscribe to the YouTube channel, G Money Stacks 555. Make sure you enable alerts alongside with leaving a like and a comment with the topics in the episodes. Stay tuned for more video content. Upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Share the videos, share the episodes. Make sure you tell a friend to another friend, and I will go over the stream platforms on the go at the end of the show. All right. So now that I got that out the way, I want to start off this show with some mental health check-in. As prior to starting the recording, I did mention a little briefly. Now, how I'm feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask? Well, mentally, I'm actually relieved that I'm home today because of the snowmageddon that's going on right now between 16 to 18 inches, which is very surprising to me, actually. Whoever thought that New York was gonna get that much snow, man, which is considered a whiteout, by the way. I was like, okay, I know I'm not gonna be out there, but I know some people. But there's some people out there who work in hospitals and stuff that's actually probably stranded because because they probably gonna have a hard time maybe getting home. And yeah, it's crazy. And bus service is like crazy right now when it comes to like what weather related conditions and stuff that's so dangerous and treacherous. And I was like, yo, I don't want to be a part of that shit. So I'm actually glad I'm here to actually record for you guys, just to make up for last Saturday that I didn't get a chance to record. So, you know what I mean? And yeah, so there you have it right there. Now, physically and spiritually, I am doing all right so far. So far, let me do a little recap. A little recap from the previous episode that I did when I had two women as my guests. Shout outs to I want to give a shout out to Sty Lee and Bell, aka Black Diamond, for joining me on episode 109. And I really appreciate y'all um for taking the time to actually, to be on there, talking shit and all that other stuff, you know what I mean? Um hopefully hopefully in May I will probably be able to get them again in terms of the mental health check-in month of May, which is probably going to be around the time I do the eight senses of wellness, which by the way was a good idea of a topic by a streamer who goes by the name of Lady Liz, who is on the Poco, the Po the Pococha app. And yes, yeah, and she's a teacher. She teaches dances as far as hip hop and stuff, which is pretty awesome actually. And she also has a podcast called Art Essential or Not. So if you guys don't know about it, I suggest you go listen to it on Spotify and other streaming platforms wherever you get your podcasts and stuff. So there you go right there. Um so yeah, now that I got that out the way, and stuff, let's go to our main hold on. Let's go to our main hold on a second, folks. And this is crazy actually. This is oh boy. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do a segment that I haven't done in a minute. This has to do with a crazy man who decides to actually hang on a minute. It has to do with a crazy man who decide to actually cause a scene in Queens. Now, hold on a minute here. Yeah. And this is called the New York Mass Transit Files. All right. Now, I do want to actually point out something actually before we even start though. This story that I'm about to talk about here is going to get you a little baffled actually. So, here it is. So this story goes in regards to a police. So the police need the public's help in finding the violent perpetrator responsible for the Queens subway stabbing earlier this week that left a 36-year-old man critically injured. Law enforcement sources said the attack happened in broad daylight at about 2:25 p.m. on January the 2nd at the Rockaway Boulevard station on the A line in Ozone Park. You heard me. According to authorities, the suspect approached the victim from behind on the Manhattan bound platform while he waited for an arriving train. Cops said the attacker pulled out an unidentified sharp object and stabbed the victim twice in the right side of his neck, causing the man to fall to the platform floor. Sources familiar with the case said that the assault appeared to be completely unprovoked, as no words were exchanged before the suspect pounced on the victim. Following the attack, police noted the perpetrator bolted out of the station and fled in an unknown direction. Officers from the 106th precinct and the NYPD Transit District 23 responded to the incident. EMS rushed the victim to Jamaica Hospital, where he was listed in critical but stable condition. On January 5th, the NYPD released an image of the suspect who's pictured holding the sharp object in his right hand. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. You know, I want to say something, man. Let me say something about this. This incident goes back to a previous incident that I talked about in regards to this Asian woman who goes by the name of Michelle Ho, Michelle Go. Yeah, Michelle Go, actually, who is the Asian woman that got pushed onto an oncoming, ongoing R train that was approaching. All right. And 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 this goes back to the previous episode that we was talking about the homeless crisis and stuff like that, right? Um, I'm having a hard time with with this crazy ass notion that being homeless like a bum is a fucking lifestyle. You know, and the reason why I don't find this to be a lifestyle is because being homeless to me is not fun. The same way prison is not fun at all. Those two places, what they got in common is where people end up getting beat up and shit. That is not fun to me, and that is not a fucking lifestyle, right? And you know, I had to ask certain people about this. Um, and what I'm going to do is for episode 109, I am going to post a question on not only on Anchor, but it's also not only on Anchor, but it's also featured in in the Spotify episode description of 109. For the listeners out there, when I post it on Monday, I want you guys to answer. I want you guys' thoughts on this. Do you think being homeless like a bum who basically even if they're mentally ill um is considered a lifestyle? Because I'm having a hard time with this, man. You know what I mean? Last time I checked, a lifestyle has to do with um vacationing on an island, having a yacht to go fishing. and then there's your fancy mansion, and then you have your fancy cars. You have a hot wife. Um, all these things are considered lifestyles. even the idiotic Even the idiotic idea of having a Birkin bag for over thousands of dollars. I don't understand that part. I don't understand how that Birkin bag shit was considered a lifestyle. That's the shit I don't understand at all. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That shit is just beyond me. um, so yeah, this is just I mean, yeah. So like I said, man, I don't really consider this to be a lifestyle because you hear cases about people getting pushed to the tracks by, you know, homeless people that are mentally ill or whatever, but you know what I didn't get a chance to say is um everybody has a free will, right? You can't force somebody to get help if they don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it just baffles me, man, that I have to hear stories about people getting pushed to the tracks again, which I'm like I'm like beyond It's fucking disgusting, folks. You know what I mean? It's just fucking disgusting. Um, yeah, that's just my take on that shit though, man. Of that shit not being a lifestyle. That shit is not a fucking lifestyle. I don't care if mentally ill or not, it doesn't give you mentally ill or not, it doesn't give you the fucking right to kill people. Okay? Like, I seen this numerous of times. I even witnessed somebody in by Jackson Heights, no, Roosevelt Avenue, Jackson Heights, right? While I was waiting for the Express E train coming from LaGuardia Community College, there's some jerk face who tried to make a fucking attempt to push somebody onto an oncoming train of an E train to have this person killed. And that shit really kind of baffles me, man. And I think what the MTA needs to do, they need to put barriers on every train station because you can't keep having more fucking incidents like this ever again. Yeah, this is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? That's just my take on that shit though, man. Um anyway, um yeah. So that's basically it for hold on a second. Yeah, that's basically it for let me see if I have any more sorry to creep. That's basically it for now as far as the Queens incident. We're going to go to our segment which is called um hold on a second, folks. Yeah, it's called Chatting or the Jazz. I'm sorry, wrong button. And of course, today's Chatting on the Jazz. One of the topics we're going to be discussing is in regards to this incident right here. We got another incident that's happening here, folks. So just bear with me here. Um, I know I'm just like trying to figure. Here we go. All right. So this is in regards to George Floyd's niece, right? So here's what's happening here. George Floyd's niece, who's 4 years old, um, Ariana was shot while sleeping in her bed Saturday after a gunman opened fire on her home, Houston police said. The girl was shot in the torso and is in stable condition after emergency surgery, police said. The bullet punctured her lung and liver and also broke 3 ribs. ABC 13 Houston said. Her family identified her as Floyd's niece. Yeah, police said in a statement they do not know if it was one person or multiple people firing the shots. Cops have no suspects and don't know a possible motive. Ariana was asleep in her bed when she was shot, according to ABC Houston. Her family often brought her along to marches and rallies calling for justice for her late uncle. Yeah. Um, let me see. So, of course, obviously, this was in what is it? Um, ex Minneapolis cop Derek Chauvin was sentenced to more than 20 years in prison for murdering Floyd after he held his knee on Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds in May 2020. Yeah, I think people just had enough. Actually, I think people had enough of this shit, though, man. let's move on to the next one. I ain't got not much to say on this shit. Um. Okay, so we have another. Okay, so we got some. We got some issues in regards to this Omicron shit. Okay, Omicron has strike has struck again. Okay, so all right, so um, it just turned into triage. Of course, that's how Ann Court describes the past few weeks on Broadway. As senior VP of production and co-producer of Disney Theatrical, Court saw firsthand the chaotic the chaotic spate of disruptions, cancellations, and closings prompted by the surging Omicron variant, not just in New York, but around the world during the crucial holiday period. You wake up in the morning and you brace yourself as each company's daily test results start to come in, says Court, who has day to day oversight of Disney's global portfolio of 24 productions. For about a week there, it felt like a tsunami. So did the onslaught of unsettling news that came out of Broadway during what is usually the industry's most profitable time of year. With Omicron ripping through the Broadway community, the majority of the approximately 30 shows running um everything from Disney's The Lion King and Aladdin to Hamilton to six announced cancellations of one or more performances. The industry's newest buzz magnet, the Music Man, went dark for more than a week. Um, when both leads, including headliner Hugh Jackman, tested positive. Five productions includes Jagged Little Pill, Ain't Too Proud, Thoughts of a Colored Man, which features Mac Wilds, Flying Over Sunset, and Waitress announced early closure. Mrs. Doubtfire called a 9-week hiatus, and the fan event BroadwayCon pushed its dates from February to July. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Um, For Broadway, it was a perfect storm. Omicron's extreme contagiousness wreaked havoc among productions that were already relying more than usual on understudies, swing performers, and last minute replacements to keep shows running without interruption. Every canceled performance meant lost revenue, um, weakening the foundations of vulnerable shows and heightening uncertainty. Simultaneously, productions that receive funds un, from the shuttered venue operations grant had reached the time when that money began to run out. While airline disruptions threw off holiday um, tourism, as Omicron made some consumers more hesitant to travel or to share space with an audience of 1,000 strangers. Beyond the holidays, January and February are always a struggle at the Broadway box office, even in the best of times. All those factors led to difficult decisions. The play Thoughts of a Colored Man had announced new cast members and planned to run through March 20th, at one point calling on playwright Keenan Scott II to jump into the show, book in hand before unavoidable COVID cancellations impended things. Just a week prior to everything happening, our event sales had just hit 1.2 million. We were doing well, says producer Brian Moreland. We weren't in danger, and then this variant came in. On December 23rd, producers announced that Thoughts, which had just paused performances the night before, had played its final show. When we opened, we knew that we couldn't sustain a COVID closure, Moreland explains. Going down for 10 days, you are basically taking it from your reserve. As a brand new play, we just weren't able to make it happen. Um, of course, under current contracts, productions paid the running costs for a show, whether the show goes on or not. That was a prior reason that the producers of Mrs. Doubtfire, which canceled 11 performances between December 12th and December 21st, banged out a hiatus deal with that will close the show on January 10th, effectively pausing the payment on the majority of its $725,000 run weekly running costs, including cast and crew salaries, until the show reopens at the same theater March 15th. Producer Kevin McCollins estimates that during Omicron, COVID testing costs went from $18,000 per week to almost $60,000 at one point, pegging the hiatus losses for Doubtfire at about 500,000 for 9 weeks versus an estimated 3.5 million lost if the show had tried to run during that period. Our contracts are built so that you either open or close, but there's no grace for a challenge to gather, he says. The pandemic is the definition of a challenge to gather, and in those conditions, we as producers need a catastrophic clause to hibernate. Hmm. So, a recent proposal by the Broadway League to reduce salaries to half for COVID canceled performances has so far been rejected by unions. Meanwhile, McCullen's other Broadway show Six, with a much smaller cast, a single set, and significantly excuse me, lower running costs, is like many other productions, forging ahead in tumultuous times with the help of understudies, standbys, and anyone else they can call to avoid canceling a performance. Over the holidays, Wicked grabbed headlines when a former cast member who since gotten a job as a software engineer in Chicago hopped on a plane to play um, Elphaba on Broadway. At The Lion King, one of the kids who usually played young Simba filled in for the characters Paramore, young Nyla. Both incidents directed attention to the demanding behind the scenes work of understudies and standbys, work that has always kept productions running consistently and has become even more integral now. At Disney, Court is no stranger to enlisting alumni. Um, yeah, alumni. Yeah, alumni. Wait, alumni. Wait. Where did I leave off here? Alumni. Hold on. Ah, man. Yeah, hold on a second, folks. Trying to figure out where I left off here. Um, studies. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yes, here we are. Yes, alumni who played Yes, at Disney, Court is no stranger to enlisting alumni who played a part 10 years ago or flying a company member from one production to another or figuring out how to tell the story of the Lion King without one of the hyenas. In recent days, she's had to do that kind of thing more and more, and she's quick to point out that her cast and crew members, like workers all across Broadway, have stepped up to meet the challenges. In crisis, I never want to be in trouble. No, I never want to be in trenches, to be exact, with anybody but theater people, she says. You can you call the theater people and you say, how do we make this work? It's the stage hands, the managers, the covers, the resident directors. There's nobody like them. However, sometimes during the Omicron surge, you can get to a point where there's enough cases in one cast that even if I can do a show, I still think we need to give everybody a pause. Post holidays, Broadway has begun to steady itself, and most guest things will stabilize further with Omicron receding as quickly as it has in other areas of the world. The industry is still bracing for a hangover period that could last up to a couple of months, but hopes for the spring are high. Um, Let me see. In as much as everyone can bank on anything in unpredictable times, I think the one thing we've all learned, Quar says, is we just take it one day at a time. And that's a fact that I could agree on, man. That's a fucking fact that I could agree on. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Um okay, we're going to our next topic, we are going to talk about the unseen photos. All right. Okay. Once upon a time in Shaolin, specifically between 1999 and 2004, the FBI kept tabs on the Wu Tang Clan, investigating the iconic hip hop collective for a range of alleged crimes, including drunk running, illegal weapons possession, carjackings, gang ties, and even murder. 2 decades later, the Wu are still in the United States government's scope, a bet for a very different reason. On Wednesday, January 5th, the government released never before seen photos of the Staten Island rap crew Once Upon a Time in Shaolin album, as obtained by BuzzFeed News. The one of the kind album fell into the government's hands in 2018 after its former owner, infamous farmer bro um Martin I'm not even gonna butcher his last name though. Was convicted of fraud and sentenced to 7 years in prison. Yeah. In July 2021, the album was sold again to with Pleasure Dow, a collective of DeFi leaders, early NFT collectors, and digital artists for a reported $4 million. Um, BuzzFeed News, who obtained the photographs through a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit, published over a dozen images of the sold copy of Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, as well as a copy of the bill of sale and purchase agreement. The album, which was conceived by RZA and co-produced, um, co-producer to be exact, Silver Rings, as a collector's item akin to a piece of fine art. It's kept in a nickel silver box stored in a cedar wood box and covered in black cow leather with light beige velvet line. Wait, hold on. Am I reading this right? So it's made from nickel silver box stored in a cedar wood box and covered in black cow leather with light beige velvet lining. Oh man. Also in in a 175-page lyric book and gold leafed certificate of authority. Oh wow. Photographs showing the double albums, 2 CDs, 20 song track list, and lyric book. However, um, were um, redacted by the government, who cited trade secrets. The amount they sold the album for in July 2021 was also redacted for the same reason. Although Once Upon a Time in Shaolin is now in the hands of a group of uh, in a group of acquired culturally significant pieces with a charitable twist. Pleasure Dow is still forbidden from duplicating the album for commercial gain. The newly obtained documents state the new buyers must adhere to the same terms of Shirelli's, whatever. Shirelli's uh, original purchase agreement, which means they may display the presentation box embedded with the Wu Tang Clan logo, which was designed by British Moroccan artist Yaya Roach. No, Yaya Roach. Oh shit. Oh shit. But they are prohibited from making copies of the album. The documents also shed light on the album's July 2021 sale, reviewing um no reviewing actually Peter Schoolidge, Pleasure Dow's attorney, had been pursuing the Wu Tang's Rare LP since at least March 2018, when he represented Silver Rings. The producer, who owned 50% of the album's masters, was prepared to file a petition under the forfeiture order to protect his rights in the work. Earlier this year, RZA expressed his regret over selling Once Upon a Time in Shaolin to Martin Shkreli, who originally purchased the album for $2 million in 2015. It was in the wrong hands, he said during the interview with Hot 97. He made the deal before it was revealed of his character, of his personality, and all of the insidious things he would go on to do. However, RZA shared his optimism. He shared his optimism about the album's current owners, saying, "Now that Pleasure Dow has it, there's opportunity that a lot these beautiful ideas of what this art can be and how it could expand itself in the world and in its own life of itself. I think the possibilities are there now." Wow. Hmm. Yep. Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, he probably regrets selling it to someone in the wrong hands. I- if I had like a prized possession that was if I had like a prized possession and stuff like that and I don't want to sell it, uh you better believe I ain't going to fucking keep it. I ain't going to fucking keep it, man. You know why? because because it's like your precious, precious, precious baby. and you got mad memories of pictures. You know what I'm saying? Pictures from the 90s to the 2000s. Like, why would you give away it's like, why would you give away your memories and shit, man? It's a little it's a little worse than giving away your childhood and shit, you know what I'm saying? Stay with me, folks, as I actually take a little sip. Hold on. Yeah. All right. Um, all right. So our next thing that I didn't get a chance to talk about is the Golden Globe snubs of 2022. Oh, I've been waiting to talk about this, man. Oh man. Hold on. Let me see how much time I got here. We could swing this, man. All right, so the biggest snubs and surprises from Golden Globes 2022. Okay, here we go. So the 2022 Golden Globes went down, well, sort of. This year's ceremony was more of a pat press release since the usual long TV broadcast with an opening monologue from the likes of Gervais um Ricky Gervais um followed by celeb presenters have been nixed. Thanks to a scandal that came to light last year when it was exposed how few journalists of color are involved in the organization. Among other controversies, No Network aired the 2022 Globes. But the show went on in a subdued form as a private event, even though nobody was able to watch the camera pan to celebs pretending to look happy when their competitors won. Despite the odd circumstances, the 2022 Golden Globes still had a murderous row of heavy hitters, star nominated, including Denzel Washington, Ben Affleck, Will Smith, Olivia Colman, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jamie, um, what is it, Dornan, and Steven Spielberg, among others. Here are the here are the snubs and surprises from the list of 2022 Golden Globe winners. Yao Su, Korean actor Oh Yao Su, age 77, took home the trophy for for best supporting actor television for his role in Squid Game. Although the bloody Korean show was an unlikely runaway hit on Netflix. Um, Oh Yeon-soo was up against the likes of more famous stars such as Kieran Culkin, Succession, Brett Goldstein, Ted Lasso, which I never really watched it. Um and Mark Mark Duplass and Billy Crudup, both for the morning show on HBO Max. Um, while Duplass and Crudup likely canceled each other out, as is often the case when multiple actors get nominated from the same show. Ted Lasso and Succession are both critical darlings, while Squid Game is trendy but new. So this win is a surprise. Hmm. Okay. Um. So we have our next victim of a snub. Okay, our next victim of a snub is Jennifer Coolidge. Succession stars Sarah Snook, age 34, won the Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress Television. Her performance as Shiv Roy is great and it's deserved. However, Succession is getting a season 4 and presumably more thereafter, so she'll get plenty more chances. Jennifer Coolidge, age 60, on the other hand, turned in a no, excuse me, barn burner to be exact, of a performance in White Lotus, brimming with both humor and pathos as Tanya McCoy, a somewhat delusional daughter mourning her deceased mother at a Hawaiian resort. That show is getting season 2, but she won't be in it as it will reportedly have a new cast. So this was a chance to win, and it's also somehow her first nomination, even though she's an industry veteran with a slew of memorable roles, Legally Blonde, American Pie, etc. Ignoring her is a snub. Okay, Kieran Culkin. Okay, both of Culkin's Succession co-stars Jeremy Strong, age 43, and Sarah Snook won Globes for their respective performances as awkward Roy brother Kendall and conniving sister Shiv, but no dice for Culkin. uh, age 39. As the crowd pleasing Roman. One fan one fan even commented on Twitter regarding Squid Game actor Oh Yeon Sung winning the supporting actor category. Loved him, but Kieran Culkin was better, um, in my opinion. Another fan tweeted, "This is Kieran and Brett Goldstein's category." By the way, Culkin's show got Golden Globes love and also scored a Best Drama Series win, but he ended up empty-handed. Um, Kieran Culkin might be a four-time Golden Glove loser, but he's my four-time Golden Glove loser. One fan proclaimed, while Culkin's wife um posted a photo on her Instagram story on which she wrote loser on his face. Damn. Damn. Damn, that's crazy. So our next one is what is it? MJ Rodriguez, age 31, won the Globe for Best Actress in a TV drama for her role in FX's Pose as house mother Blanca Rodriguez, making history as its first trans actress to win a major acting category. This is a surprise considering the fact that she was up against Elizabeth Moss, the Handmaid's Tale, who seems to keep winning, even though that show is beyond tired. Christine Baranski, The Good Fight, Jennifer Aniston, The Morning Show, and um Yuzo um Aduba in Treatment, who the Post predicted would win. Okay, fuck the globes and all that, but this is some good shit right here. One ecstatic fan tweeted, another commented, MJ Rodriguez finally gets recognized and awarded by the Golden Globes for her role in Pose, and she can't even give a proper speech. I don't like that. Wow. Andrew Garfield, who was also featured in of course No Way Home, the third Spider-Man movie. Um Garfield, age 38, for Best Actor, Motion Picture, Musical Comedy for his performance in Tick Tick Boom. Although he showed no, although he got showered with acclaim, this win is still a surprise since it was a crowded category. He was up against Leonardo DiCaprio, Don't Look Up, Peter Dinklage, Serrano, Cooper Hoffman, Licorice Pizza, which I don't understand the name itself though, man. You don't put licorice on a pizza, folks. Don't do it. Don't do it though. Yo. Oh my gosh, man. I'm sorry for laughing, but it's just the name of the movie is so fucking funny to me, man. Like anybody in a right in amount of TikTok would actually do some shit like that is a fucking idiot. You have to be a fucking idiot to do some shit like that, man. um, you get the rest, man. Um, and Anthony Ramos in the Heights. Um, it's Garfield's third nomination, but first win. All right, Will Smith. Um, Smith H53 took home the trophy for Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama for his performance in King Richard as Richard Williams, the father of tennis champions Venus and Serena Williams. Although it's Smith's sixth nod, it's his first win and makes his Oscar chances look better. We predicted he'd win, but it was still not a guarantee since this was a competitive category. He was up against Benedict Cumberbatch, The Power of the Dog, Denzel Washington, The Tragedy of Macbeth, Mahershala Ali, Swan Song, and Javier Bardem, being the Ricardos. Uh, okay, Rachel Zegler, um, age 20, won a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture Comedy or Musical for a role as Maria in West Side Story. She was the favorite to win, but since it's her debut role, it was far from a lock. She was up against a slew of more established stars, including Hollywood favorites Jennifer Lawrence, Don't Look Up, Emma Stone, Cruella, which I hated that movie, man. That movie was fucking trash, folks. Um, and I'm not gonna review that shit anyway, man, because that shit is so fucking trash, man. The thing, the thing about Cruella when it came out and shit, man, like the shit didn't make any sense. You turn a fucking evil ass bitch who has a resting bitch face who hates puppies to a fucking hero. That's the shit that kind of lost me, man. That's why I'm not reviewing that shit, man. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is not the type of movie I would actually watch, man. Yeah, not my movie, man. I'm sorry, not my movie. Not my fucking movie, man. I don't think so. And Marion Cotillard, Annette, along with Alana Haim with Licorice Pizza again. Okay, I'm not even gonna hold you on that one, man. Everybody, okay. Everybody thought Beyonce was gonna win. Everybody thought Beyonce was gonna win. She lost. Oh man. Oh man. Beyonce, age 40, lost to Billie Eilish. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh Lord, I needed this laugh, man. I needed this fucking laugh right there, man. Yeah, Billie Eilish was like age 20. I just right. What a snub. For best song in a motion picture, Eilish's No Time to Die from the James Bond movie of the same title won. Yeah. Yeah, obviously obviously, when I heard that track by Billie Eilish from the No Time to Die soundtrack, I thought that song was pretty interesting, man. You know what I'm saying? And it still is. Yeah. And good and hella well that Yaz is not gonna be fucking winning every single award show, man. That is not gonna happen, man. I mean, damn, you know what I mean? I mean, this is just crazy. Anyway, yeah. Beyonce was nominated for her song "Be Alive" from King Richard. Will the beat with a Bayhive and Eilish's fans, the eyelashes, the, the eyelashes. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Eyelashes have a tense clash in the coming days. Beyonce was fucking robbed. Man, come on, man. You know how many years her and Jay-Z won an award by the Golden Globes and other award shows and shit like that? Like, give somebody else a fucking shot, man. Like, come on, son. Oh man, one fan tweeted, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here." I love Bay, but this is literally one of the greatest Beyonce songs ever. Another said, "Yeah, Kanye West said the same shit years ago, man." And he over here got in hot water for that stunt he pulled with Taylor Swift, man. Like, come on, get the fuck out of here, man. That bullshit. Oh shit. Oh man, listen. Nicole Kidman, age 54, won for the best actress in a motion picture drama category for her portrayal of Lucille Ball in Being the Ricardos. This is a huge upset. Oh man. He was upset since nobody expected her to win. She was up against Jessica Chastain's The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, Lady Gaga, The House of Gucci, and Kristen Stewart Spencer. Stewart was the favorite to win, with Gaga and Coleman both considered possible upsets. Kidman wasn't even considered a possibility, especially since there was backlash to her casting. Nicole Kidman has won 5 times before. I'm sure she'll be nominated again in the future because she produces great work. Kristen Stewart, Floyd, and Spencer, she was robbed here, one fan tweeted. Oh Lord. Look, look, hold on a minute, man. I actually want to say something about this shit too before we even go to Ti's theory, and before we even go to Ti and DJ K Slay, um I want to say something actually. Yes. Look, so the thing about war shows, right? There's always going to be a certain category um about certain songs, certain movies, certain songs that's been featured in the movie soundtrack or whatever that really touches people. Like the Billie Eilish thing, man. You know, no one expected Billie Eilish to actually to win over Beyonce, which is pretty shocking and surprising. But at the same time, man, like, you know, give the younger people a fucking chance, man. Stop fucking acting like, oh, you think Beyonce is gonna win every fucking award? Get out of here, man. That's not how that shit works. You have to. I think there's a voting process to actually vote for who wants to be nominated and being able to win the awards, whether it's Golden Globes or any award shows whatsoever. You gotta actually vote. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You actually gotta vote though, you know what I mean? That's just how it is and stuff. And I mean, do award shows need to change their fucking tune in terms of like, people of color and all that other shit? Then yes, I would agree and attest to that. But just because just because you're famous does not fucking mean that you're gonna always win every award. The thing is, um, since Billie Eilish actually won that shit, I think think it was just time for Beyonce to have several seats. She's won every award over the years with her with Jay-Z and all these other people. I mean, let other people get a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on that shit though, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. So don't try to cancel me, folks. Don't even think about it, man. You know what I mean? And now we're gonna go into the DJ K Slay thing, man. This one was pretty crazy right there though, man. Um this one was pretty crazy. Um So recently, rumors legendary New York City DJ K Slay was losing his battle with COVID-19 started to circulate last week, but in the interview with Hip Hop DX, his biological twin brothers Kwame and Michael Grayson assured his fans and peers he was getting stronger. That's not to say he's completely out of the woods yet, but there's been another promising development. In a text to DX, Kwame said, "The doctors told us and mom that his eyes just opened today. It will be a long time before he's released from the hospital, but a long time is better than no time." Whack 100 prepared the rumors of K Slay's impending death on social media with an Instagram post that read, "Pray for my brother DJ K Slay. It's not looking good. He might be mad at me for this, those that know Slay, but he needs all the support he can get. Been 14 days fighting COVID, aka the coronavirus disease. Um, and um he's just be put on a ventilator. Keep him in your prayers, please." Um, but hours later, the Grayson brothers were doing damage control, empathetically stating Slay was showing signs of improvement. "He's definitely not going to die," Kwame said on January 6th. "I'm not going to lie. I was jumping around. I was definitely happy. He was slowly fading away, but God didn't let that happen. Everything in time, and when they found out who he was, they got him powered up again. So he's up and going. He's like in a recovery state, but he's definitely not going to die. You can trust me on that one." Kwame also debunked the notion Slay was placed on a ventilator, adding that was not a ventilator. "I don't know how they thought that, but it was not a ventilator he was on. It was a machine that was helping him breathe, but it was not a ventilator." Okay, whack motherfucking 100. Your crazy ass need to have several fucking seats, man. Because hold on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about fucking rumors, man. Rumors is like a fucking um poison ivy from the Chicago baseball stadium. It's like the fucking mosquitoes that tend to bite your ass. You know what I'm saying? You spread rumors like that, you're really trying to do more harm than good. So what the hell? What the hell even possessed you to even start that rumor in the first place, man? Like this shit is ridiculous. This shit is so fucking ridiculous, man. And if I was motherfucking whack 100, I'll quit while you're ahead. Because you don't want to mess with DJ K Slay's brothers, man, because they they know the facts, man, and I have to commend them for debunking that fucking myth, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't know where they got this information. He was on a machine that was helping him breathe because he couldn't breathe. A couple of days ago, he was in a state where everybody thought he really wasn't going to make it. Of course, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. Yeah. Um, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take the brother's word for it though, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take the brother's word for that shit though, man. Because what he said, it was pretty true and it was factual. You know what I'm saying? you know, you know what public enemy be saying in their song. Don't believe the fucking hype. You know what I'm saying? Because all that stuff can really, 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 really land you in hot fucking water. So, so Whack 100 needs to fucking stop this shit, man. Hold on, let me take a sip. All right. So we got two TI news to get to. Um, so this happened recently. Um, so New York City Mayor Eric Adams stroked the fire of New York City residents with some of his incendiary incendiary comments on Tuesday, January 4th, which was my birthday, age 37. Regarding workers in the Big Apple, he regarded as low skilled, such such as dishwashers and cooks, rather than those in an office cubicle. Yo, what the wait. You got to be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. You just been elected mayor already of New York City, and you come out with this fucking garbage that you just said in quote that they were like fucking low skilled, such as dishwashers and cooks, rather than those in an office cubicle. Look, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. You may have experience when you was a cop or whatever, as far as like talking to the community and all that other stuff, which is all good, which is all good and shit, which is actually a good method and stuff. But when you say shit like this, it kind of offends people. So you know what I'm saying? Um, and yeah, and sometimes people are in their moments when they end up saying stuff out of the blue, which I'm pretty sure he probably didn't mean it in a way. But, you know, be mindful. Just be mindful, man. You know what I mean? Just be mindful, man. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure he's going to be a better mayor than Mayor Bill DeBozo, which, by the way, I didn't know he was from Brooklyn too, like Uncle Ralph McDaniels too. You know what I'm saying? I did not know he was from Brooklyn. Same way I didn't know Maxwell was from Brooklyn too. Which is crazy, right? Yeah, that's crazy right there, man. So that's just my take on that right there, man. And you know that's a fucking fact though, man. Anyways, um, my low skill workers, my cooks, my dishwashers, my messengers, my shoe shine people, those who work at Dunkin' Donuts, he stated in cringeworthy, cringeworthy fashion, they don't have the academic skills to sit in a corner office. They need this. We are in this together, and we should be saying to ourselves, if I remotely do my job, then that stock clerk is not going to be able to have the business he deserves. That's what I need us to understand. Well, look, while many voiced their frustrations with the new mayor's comments on social media, even Ti even joined in on the excor excoriation of Adams by giving him some significant advice for his speeches going forward. Um, as a wordsmith himself, the trap legend let Adams know that vocabulary matters. The Shade Room's Instagram comments. Let's see. Eric Adams snap turtle ass really fixed his mouth to look down on the people who make this world rotate. Hot 97 alone. Scotty Beam added on Twitter. It's gonna be a long 4 years. While Adams is yet to apologize for his comments, he did speak about how um he was once a cook and dishwasher during his college days. Those paychecks helped him make ends meet, and that's why he's refusing to shut down New York City amid the surge in COVID-19 cases and put those same individuals out of work. Um, yeah, yeah, it is a tough situation as being a mayor and stuff. So I kind of get it. I get it. Um, I get it because, of course, as a mayor, you want to be able to make the best decisions that you want to do. Because if you really think about it, though, man, we cannot have a second lockdown. We cannot have a second lockdown because if that happens, the economy is going to be a lot worse, and unemployment is going to be a lot worse too. So that would mean an economic tsunami, which is 5 times worse than the Great Depression. And I'm going to keep saying this because of all the fucking boneheads who are conspiracy theorists who like to use alternative facts of made up fucking stories about vaccines killing people or whatever. How about do your fucking research on the ingredients that's in there? Because last time I checked, cancers and diseases, shootings, murders, and all that other stuff, those are the main, and of course, you know, drunk driving accidents, car accidents, plane accidents, helicopter accidents, um, motorcycle accidents, all these other things you just name. You just name it. Those are the things that get you killed. Not a fucking vaccine, man. So I had to stress this out, man, because this is just so fucking annoying. I get annoyed with fucking conspiracy theorists because they fucking at this if they got all the fucking answers. And I'm not really liking the idea of conspiracy theorists who act like they got all the fucking answers. So enough, man. I just had enough of this shit, man. Um, yeah, yeah, that's my take on that shit, though. Um, in other Ti news, let's see. In other Ti news, um, he's starting comedy. Who knew? um, so this is pretty interesting right here. Um, so almost 20 years after teaming up with Lil Wayne, Trick Daddy, and Lil Jon on Urban Legends Stand Up, Ti is trying his hand at a different kind of stand up. On Thursday, January 20th, footage circulated online showing the Grand Hustle General putting his mic skills to the test at a comedy club. In the 2-minute clip, Tip stands on stage and delivers a stand up routine touching on infidelity. And he says, in quote, um, if you ever get into the area of cheating, that's no man's land. The Atlanta rapper who has been married to his wife, Tamika Tiny Harris, for 12 years, joked. Can you be in a committed relationship and still have a friend from the opposite sex? Now, if you fucking, it don't count. Oh man, he's right. He's right. He's right. He's right though. Oh man, he's right though. He's right. Um, the ladies like, yes it do, yes it do. It still count. See, y'all motherfuckers ain't shit, man. Ladies cheat. They ain't better than us. So don't get into the game because the shit is gonna be fucked up for you. Oh man. Oh man. That's a logical that's a logical fact right there. Ti's stand-up comedy set got laughs from the crowd, which included his wife, but some of the reactions on social media weren't as enthusiastic. Um, as enthusiastic. Throws tomatoes, boo, get off the stage. One user commented on the Jasmine Brand's Instagram post, while another wrote, "How is this stand-up? Sound like a relationship seminar." While it remains to be seen, Ti has a future in comedy. It wouldn't be his only creative pursuit outside of rap. The 41-year-old boost in acting resume that includes roles in ATL, American Gangster, and Takers, as well as his VH1 reality series Ti and Tiny, The Family Hustle. Um, um, Despite his various ventures, rest assured, Ti's heart is still in hip hop as the self-proclaimed King of the South. Recently, reasserted his place at the top of the game next to Jay Z, Nas, Lil Wayne, Kanye West, and Pusha T. When it comes to getting behind the motherfucking mic, nigga, putting some shit to music, ain't nobody fucking with me. Nope, nigga, none of them. He declared in an Instagram video, "You ain't never heard of me on no record with nobody, and they dusting me, nigga." Mmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I do actually agree with him on the I do agree with him on the part where he was like talking about um how he was like, okay, he asked this interesting question. Can you be in a committed relationship and still have a friend from the opposite sex? Now if you fucking, it don't count. Um maybe. Maybe, yeah. You know what? I mean, look, everybody's different, okay? Like, like we gotta stop this fucking bandwagon shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta stop this bandwagon shit, man. Look, both the opposite sex both cheat. And hold on, I want to say this shit too, man. Look, you got motherfuckers like Charlemagne the God who keep saying black men don't cheat or whatever. Guess what? Yes, they fucking do. Do you understand? Yes, they fucking do. You can't like you acting like you act like you're basically more superior and you act as if that you don't fucking make mistakes and shit. Like, come on, man. Are you really that fucking are you really that fucking insecure? And every time I keep hearing the phrase black men don't cheat, it just goes to show that he has an egotistical insecurity. The same way Kanye West has an egotistical insecurity of being a fucking jerk to everybody. and, me- and I'm like, listen, man. And another thing, that's the reason why I didn't review Kanye West's music, man. Because he was being a fucking egotistical jerk. Like, I don't know. And everybody missed the old Kanye, but right now it's just an egotistical jerk. Okay. I can't stress this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for everybody having an opinion, right? But there's certain shit you really, 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 really gotta really think long and fucking hard about this. Because when you say black men don't cheat, that's like saying that you never made a fucking mistake in your damn life. You're not fucking perfect. Like, kill that fucking noise with that bullshit, man. I'm sorry. But this is fucking ridiculous, man. But this is just my take on that shit though, man. Don't believe in the fucking hype that black men don't cheat. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of black men out there, not all, but some of them out there that do the same shit worse than some. Not all women, but some. All right. I'm not trying to be offensive, but I'm just trying to, you know, reach some common ground here. You know what I mean? So, so yeah, there you have it. Um, let's see. What other story can we talk about? I know this is we covered all of the stuff. So our last topic of the day, which I didn't we need to talk about the Morbius movie. We need to talk about the Morbius movie, which I didn't get a chance to talk about that shit too, man. Um, we need to talk about the Morbius movie actually. Um, yeah, we need to talk about the Morbius movie. Um, okay, okay. So, um, so, so hold on, all you Marvel fans out there who are into superheroes and other characters and stuff like that, right? Um if you thought that Morbius was gonna come out in that particular date that was going on right now, well, guess what? You're gonna have to wait till like 2 months till April for it to come out. And this is what's going on here. Comic book fans will have to wait a little longer to see one of the Marvel Comics most iconic vampires bite into the big screen debut. Sony Pictures will move the release date of Morbius by 3 months. The studio said on Monday the film, part of Sony's Spider-Man Cinematic Universe, not to be confused with the Disney MCU, will debut on April 1st, 2022, which is this year, instead of January 28th. Um, it's not the first time or second or the third that Morbius has had to postpone its red carpet premiere. The film was supposed to debut on July 10th, 2020, but COVID-19 had other ideas. As the pandemic, aka the slamdemic, has raged, Morbius has cycled through release dates at various points. It has been scheduled to open on July 31st, 2020, then March 19th, 2021, then October 8th, 2021, and finally moving January 21st, 2022, before shifting yet again to the January 28th date that it just vacated. Omicron is just the latest unexpected twist in the slamdemic that just refuses to go away. Yeah, that has to be a big scare. I'm sorry, wrong button. That has to be a big scare though. Yeah, that has to be a big scare right there, man. And yeah, I do feel bad for Marvel Comics fans out there who was looking forward into seeing the Morbius movie and stuff like that. I didn't see the second trailer for this shit, but um I would actually try to see if I can actually, if there's a, because I knew there was a second trailer for this shit, but I wanted to actually see what the hell's going on. I'll have to go on YouTube to actually see for myself. So there you have it right there. Um, yes, last but not least, we have some bumper cars that I didn't get a chance to talk about in the previous episode of 109. All right. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we need to talk about the bumper cars. All right. This is the last one of the show right here. So this is what's happening here. So the bumper cars on ice to return to Bank of America Winter Village at Bryant Park this week. This was from recently from January 11th, according to um amny.com, and this is what's happening here. Tickets are now on sale for a beloved activity at Bryant Park where you can spin, slide, and bump around this winter. From January 14th through February 27th, New Yorkers can enjoy the return of the popular bumper cars on ice at Bank of America Winter Village at Bryant Park. Once open, the bumper cars will be open from 2 to 8 p.m. on weekdays and from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekends. Rides will last 10 minutes and will be accommodated on a first served basis with your 1 hour booking window. For the first time this year, Bank of America Winter Village at Bryant Park will host special late night rides with bumper cars on ice. The dates of the late night rides will be announced at a later date. Um, so drivers must be aged 7 years old and up and be at least 42 inches tall. Bumper cars are single ride only, one person per car and no children in laps. Tickets start at $20 and can be reserved at the website, which is .wintervillage.org. That's www.wintervillage.org. That's where you get your $20 for tickets. Yeah, so like I said, man, um, from the date, it's from January 14th through February 27th. For everybody in the New York area or the five boroughs or Long Island, aka Strong Island, make or any part of the tri-state area like a Connecticut or New Jersey, wherever. Make sure you have your chance to check out Bryant Park, where you can actually check out the bumper cars on ice, which is which sounds like fun though, man. And I'm gonna end that shit on a happy note. Because I don't like sad episodes and stuff, man. You know what I mean? I never like sad episodes anyway, because it makes it more it makes it more depressing, and I don't want to do that to you guys, man. You know what I mean? And I hope you guys actually understood what I was saying, in terms of, the things that I was talking about in each topic. I hope you guys actually learned something today. Um, so yeah. Let's see how much time we got here. All right, so we're gonna actually wrap up this show right here. You like what you heard in today's episode or any previous episodes whatsoever, please feel free to show some love by making a charitable donation to my Cash App. All right. That way you'll be able to um, donate whatever amount of money you are comfortable with. And once again, it's not about breaking the fucking brink, you guys. It's all about doing the best you can. And whatever amount you decide to choose to donate will be appreciated. So don't worry. Don't worry about that. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, there you go right there. Um, you can follow the show on Facebook and Instagram, which is Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my other shows on Instagram, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, um, and Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, um, on the gram. I just released episode 48 already. I hope you guys check that out too. And I just released two episodes yesterday, 107 and 108. 109 will be available on Monday. And a little side note, during the recording of episode 109, apparently my mother was banging on the door like she was the fucking cops, man, which it was unexpected, by the way. Um, just a little, just a little clarification of what went down on episode 109. Apparently it was a loud banging on my door by my mother and stuff. And I actually, because what happened was, um she had somebody come over to actually put up some fancy curtains and stuff, but I was recording my podcast shows because I do this on a weekly basis, which is which is the career that I am trying to build. This isn't just a hobby. This is not just a hobby. This is my creative um creative therapeutic time with you guys. You know what I mean? Um and yeah, we're gonna all right in there. So um anyway, you can also follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York, alongside with my other handle, which is 17 Live G Money Stacks, Queens, New York. All right. Now we go to our segment right here. Um that I like to call Stream Choices on the Go. In this segment, we talk about where you can listen to the episodes, where you could actually, rate, where you could actually subscribe, where you actually can actually do the whole nitty gritty of where you could actually be able to listen to the episodes. And when you are on the gram of G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York, or the show page Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast, you're gonna see a link that says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555. And on there, you're going to see a whole list of audio streaming platforms, which includes YouTube. All right. So here we go. So the show is on Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, the recently newly added stream platform Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Reason FM, Spotify. Don't forget to give a 5-star rating to Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify when you get a chance. Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts. Don't forget to listen to Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the #1 app for music, radio, and podcasts. And last but not least, the YouTube. While you are on the YouTube, go grab the subscribe button. Make sure you enable alerts so you can be reminded of when you are on the air while this show goes on the air on a weekly basis. Tap the notification bell. Make sure you leave a like and a comment along with the episodes. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. Share the videos. Download your favorite episodes. Share the episodes. Tell a friend to another friend. And of course, make sure you share the podcast along with the audio streaming platforms with the link that says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555 with your friends. All right. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I missed anything. I don't think I missed anything, but I like to do a little something right here, man. But before I even get to that, quick reminder. Make sure you reach out to your loved ones. Make sure you of course, which includes your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your friends. Those individuals might be fine on the outside, but on the inside, they are not. So you want to do what you can to actually be there for them as far as moral support, whatever it is. And there is no time frame on how to reach out to somebody. You don't need to wait for mental health day or mental health awareness month like May, which I call mental health check-in month. Which is what is it? It's like 3 months away. Mental health check-in month is like 3 months away, folks. So, so you know what I'm saying? So in future episodes, we might be covering certain topics. Like one in particular that kind of caught my attention, which is eight senses to wellness, which I'm going to have, somebody, I'm gonna have like somebody with me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have like the two women. I'm gonna try to get maybe three people to also chime in on the whole mental health aspect and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like mental health is important, and I made up the mental health check-in segment because I feel this is important to people, and I'm doing my best to actually make a difference, even though I may not be a mental health expert, but I'm human. I'm actually doing the best I can to actually learn some stuff. But there's certain stuff I may not be able to understand. I'm not going to understand everything all the fucking time. So you know what I'm saying, just bear with me and just stick with me. So you know what I'm saying. um so yeah, I did create a new segment actually in regards to giving out some free game that I like to call podcast free game mechanism. I'm gonna make some noise on this one right here, man. So we're gonna do some chimes. In this last segment of the night, um, I'd like to actually um, cater my attention to giving y'all some free game on how to start a podcast, which I was able to, like I said, prior to that and previously, I was helping out a um a live streamer who has a podcast with her best friend, who doesn't have social media and shit like that, which is kind of hard to actually get to know a person who doesn't have social media. Um and her name is Cindy, and her nickname is Pink Rice, and she has a podcast show called You Are Glowing Podcast, and they have 12 episodes already. Now, I'm not sure what's gonna go down with episode 13 of what they're gonna record. I'm not sure, but I will say, I will say, for you to check out the episodes of You Are Glowing Podcast on Spotify, and of course, follow You Are Glowing Podcast on Instagram. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. So podcast game of starting a podcast. First and foremost, you need headphones. And also you need a microphone. Now, it doesn't have to be anything too expensive, folks. It could be a Yeti microphone. It could be an Voxcon microphone model that I have right here, which I bought from Target, not Amazon. Amazon was a little too expensive, so I had to go a little bit with Target on that one. Um, and you also need a laptop or a computer so you can do your live streams. Um, and like I always recommend, I always like to recommend StreamYard, because with StreamYard um you get to send invite links to people, which means um when when individuals click on the link that you send the invite links to on the day that you are going to record, they'll come into the StreamYard studio, and then when you see that person, You're going to see. You're going to see them, and then you're going to add them to your live stream chat. That way, you're able to chat, share a couple of thoughts, which is what I did in episode 109. If you guys didn't know, I actually had two guests on the show yesterday. Um, Feel free to check that out on YouTube, which is episode 109, which features Bell, aka Black Diamond, and Style Lee. You know what I mean? And by the way, um, you also are able to create your own brand. And of course, you are able to create talking points and segments like I did right here. I'm able to create segments to basically know what I'm going to basically talk about here. And basically, I want to actually say that this software has better quality, sound quality than Zoom. Because last time I checked, Zoom had audio issues. And sometimes when you're doing your live stream podcast recordings, you don't want to have any audio issues. Now, I recently did have a little bit of an audio issue, but it was an internet connection issue actually. But for the most part, I was able to fix it, and I ended up restarting a whole live for Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast on Thursday night. But it's okay though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And I managed to do that. So, I'm not gonna have a perfect show. That's not what this is. I'm not trying to have a perfect show all the time. That's not what this is, man. This is basically trying to basically, make a name for myself as a Queens, as a person who is from Southeast Queens, which is Laurelton. And I'm trying to do something to make a difference. Now, a couple weeks ago, I did ask if I was enough, and some people said that I was enough. Others, you know, I try to do as much as I can, man. And this platform right here is about inspiring, motivating people. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. And I also inspire people as far as humor. I mean, humor is important. You know what I'm saying? To escape from this fucking dirty politics. People don't like fucking dirty politics. People don't like politics at all. And I feel like politics is it's not entertaining for me. Now, I don't mind doing a combination of serious stories to funny stories. Now, certain stories that are serious, I'm not trying to do anything on any particular topics as far as like the same topics that other people are talking about. You know, the difference with this podcast right here is that I'm able to actually talk about mass transit. Because no other podcast in New York is actually doing this. So I figured I use my experience to actually talk about this. So that's my reason why I added mass transit. So back to free game. Now, StreamYard, the most important software that I was introduced to. I'm getting the hang of this live stream right here. And of course, you can set an account on StreamYard. All you have to do is put your email address or the podcast show's email address on there. And once you put that email address, it'll send you to an area where it has get login code. When you press that, all you need to do is press that. You go to your email, and it's going to send you some numbers. That way, you don't have to worry about remembering passwords and shit. So it kind of makes it kind of easy for you. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it right. There you have it right there, though, man. And that's your. And you can also download Anchor, which is what I'm using right now. You can download the Anchor app on your phones, your iPhones, your Androids, your iPads, your Android tablets, your computers, where it features creation tools where you can actually be able to, put your music intros and outros and all that good stuff on there. Or you can actually be able to check out anchor.fm to get yourself a head start on your podcast show journey. All right. Now, I'm going to wrap this up right now. This has been an interesting episode 110. We had some laughs, especially some moments of snubs where we even talked about how Beyonce got snubbed, which I didn't even which I had to laugh at that shit though, man, because people always speculating how people always speculating that Beyonce's gonna win the next award or whatever and stuff like that when she got plenty of awards already, man. Like, come on, give somebody a fucking chance though, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me see who came in. Let me see who came in first. Hold on a minute. Let me see who came in. Oh, okay. Look what we have here. We got Dear Jens _ podcast. Thank you for joining the live stream of my show, Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. A little reminder, Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast is on Wednesdays, Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Saturdays at 10 p.m. And the audio episodes is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The same method as the TMZ podcast. Meticulous Vajus podcast is on Mondays, Tuesdays at 6 p.m., Thursdays at 9 p.m. And my sports show, Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, Sports Edition show is on Sundays at 6 p.m. But tomorrow I am going to do back-to-back episodes. One at 12 o'clock for episode 11 and the other one for episode 12. So you guys want to stick around for that. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you can be reminded of when 3 of the shows is going to go on the air via live stream. And of course, thank you to everybody who tuned in to the show. And of course, I appreciate every single one of you who took the time to actually watch the episodes and stuff. And I'm actually got to say, this has been an amazing journey, especially having over 3,000 views and stuff. So let's just keep this going, though, man. I have to be proud of myself, man, for starters, though, man. And I wasn't, and it's for podcasters out there who are interested in making a podcast whatsoever, it's all about consistency and it's all about having confidence behind the microphone. And also it's also when you create a title of your show, you want to make sure that it represents you. And that nobody has ever heard before. So, you know what I'm saying? That's very important. Don't worry about the analytics of the numbers as far as like the amount of listens, the amount of subscribers on YouTube, and your Instagrams, your Twitters, your Facebooks, your TikToks, and all that other shit, man. Because the fact of the matter is that the amount of followers um doesn't define you. What defines you is being the best human being you can be. And now I'm going to wrap that up with a button on there. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for tuning in and rocking with me on this episode 110. And if you guys missed episode 109, I had women on the show for the first time. Actually, it's been a minute since I had guests on my show. So this is just me trying to get the hang of trying to, it wasn't really an interview per se. It was more like a conversation type of thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Um, Before I even go, I want to actually let y'all know who you can follow that I actually was, referring to, which is on Instagram. Just give me a sec. Just give me a second here. Um yeah. Um all right, here we go. Here we go. Now, I'm gonna give you a list of people. Okay, so the first person on Instagram who goes by the name of Bell, aka Black Diamond. The username is BLKDMNDCO. Um, which is Black Diamond Cooperative. That's what CO stands for, folks. Um, Also, there's another person that I want you guys to actually follow. Her name is Tanika. Her name is Tanika Styles. Um, you can follow her on the gram as well. Of course, she has a poco 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 pococha thing going on. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you follow her on there too, man. Show some love on there and show some love to Belle, who has an amazing business right now, Black Diamond Cooperative and stuff. So make sure you follow those two on the gram, all right? And tell them G Money Stacks from Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York podcast and Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast and Excellent Fun Vibrant podcast sent you, all right? So there you go, man. I'm off this shit. I'm out of here. It's a wrap. G Money Stacks is clocking out. Thank you for listening, rocking with me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace and one love, and have yourselves a good night. Be safe. Make sure you are not outside during Snowmageddon. For everybody that's living in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, I know it's been kind of tough with the Snowmageddon of 16 to 18 inches. Hopefully you guys are keeping warm with some hot tea, hot chocolate, with marshmallows. If you have any, you can add that to that. Make sure you wash your hands along with soap, hand sanitizer, water, a Gatorade for electrolytes for energy and strength. And yeah, there you have it though, man. I'm out of here. Peace and one love. And have yourself a good night.